Welcome to the Mucked Up My Self-Care podcast.
I'm Jill from New York.
And I'm Linda from Tasmania.
We are two moms from opposite sides of the world who are living, demonstrating, and helping moms across the world build their self-care asset bank.
Ready to dive in? Messy, interrupted, imperfect, and most of all mucked up. Let's get going. Recording in progress.
Such a creepy voice.
It is.
I think it's creepier on your end because every once in a while I hear it and it's like, what?
So strange. Yep. Yep.
So,
I know. Here we are again.
We're back. And that means we're back with more muck highs and muck lows before we get started on some conversation, Linda.
Indeed. Righty-o. So
Tell us about
I'll
your
go first. Highs and lows. I think the low, I'm going to start with the low this week. So the low for me is just feeling a bit ick at the moment. I'm deep in book stuff, and I know that means that I've been in this chair a lot more than, no, I don't know that more than usual. But I've been having some dedicated focused. This is my big focus at the moment, which is great, which I love. It just means that some other things have fallen away. I've got Mount Washmore on the couch of so many, like, there's clothes. Why do we have so many clothes? So many, it's just berserk. And then I've been aiming to encourage the kids to put their clothes away. And so their clothes get put outside their door. Except now, it's not outside just the door. It's like all the way down the hallway. Like, I swear. They just come out of the bedroom and tread all over it. No wonder there's a mountain of washing.
Boys.
Anyway.
One word. Boys.
Oh, yes, indeed. So apart from the height of my mountain of washing right now, there's not a high at all. But my high would be, we're getting some blue sunshine, sunny days in between winter and all the rest of it. We haven't really hit our winter depth yet, even though we're in July. It still will continue to get cold for a few months down here in little old Tassie. So we're still getting some times where we don't need the firelight, where we don't need to do that sort of stuff. So that means I've been doing things like going for a walk after dinner, and it hasn't been freezing cold. I went for a night walk last night, which was awesome as well. I think it's really great for them to use some of those sensation, like night vision skills compared to sitting in front of a screen. There's a different part of the brain that's activated at night time, and using your eyes at night to look out for things, and then you have to be a little bit more heightened as far as sounds and voices and working out what's going on all around you. So I really enjoyed that. We went down to the rope swinging on the rope swing in the dark.
Nice.
What could go wrong?
Yeah.
Yes. Nothing went wrong. We're fine.
Good.
Yeah. Your turn.
Let's see. Well, we're just coming off of the weekend where we had Declan's birthday party. Now, while we're recording this, I guess we'll say. So that's still very much a high and is kind of a low. So I got another one where it's like the same. They're both based off the same thing. So high. Oh my gosh, it was such a fun birthday party. So much fun. So much fun. But I also got to hear from a few people that they listened to our podcast. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that makes me so happy. So giddy about it. And also I was like, oh, you listened to that?
I thought we were just here having a conversation.
Thank God you're family and you know me.
Oh, yeah. Hi to everyone listening. That's right. We have people listening. Oh my God. Ah.
Like people I know. Oh. I guess the mucklow part would be I always make things like 10 times harder for myself, I feel like. So
Really? Me too.
Yeah, the chaos of setting up for the birthday party. I'm like, when do I do this? Because we had sticky note time accountability in the morning. And then I had to worry about nap time. And I needed to go set up at the church where we were having the party during nap time. And I'm like, well, where do I put him to do this? Because husband's not home. He's working. Parents need to pack to go camping. Like, I'm running out of things to do. And I have all these heavy things in the back of my husband's truck that I now have to go take out by myself. Oh my gosh. I had like these huge 10-foot by 20-foot tents that I had to set up, and my cornhole sets, which I made from scratch, that are like 40 pounds each. And I'm like, this is nuts. But I luckily had help. So, but I just made it way harder. And I'm like, I guess I haven't worked out in a while because this is really heavy.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, trying to catch up with Quinn last night. He ran ahead. I'm like, wow, you're really fast now. You're not even quite 3. You're really fast. We live on a hill. And so he was going down the hill at full speed. I'm like, you're both tired and it's dark. And
how do you have that energy to go that fast?
It was literally. And so then on the way back up the hill as well, it's like, I'm really tired, Mama. I'm so tired. And so he wanted a lift. We say lift up top. So it means he wants to be on my shoulders.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So I had baby on front, about not quite 6 kilos, baby on front in the carrier, the pouch, the harness thing, and then him up top on my shoulders, going up our street,
an incline, yeah,
which is a steep. Yep. We live in a valley, so there's hills everywhere, and yep. It was, by the time I got back, I'm like, oh my God. Well, yep, see?
Yeah.
Short of breath.
The campground we were just at, my sister's boyfriend was watching Declan, and they had to walk back from the playground. It's not that close, but it's close, but it's a walk. But he had peed himself because he didn't have a diaper on. We're trying to potty train. So this poor guy carried Declan in his arms the whole walk back. And he got back, he's like, how do you carry him for long periods of time? You've got to be so strong. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm that strong, but it just happened.
Yeah, it's just what we do.
I don't really have a choice. I mean, I have a dead arm by the time I'm done walking around with him in my arms, but yes, not like I can lift a 50-pound weight. But
yeah, and then there's times I feel so, and then there's other times where I'm like, I feel so unfit right now. Like, let's talk about fitness and self-care, right? Because we're busy people.
Busy, for sure. And I think one of the things in postpartum that a lot of people think is that they'll lose the baby weight super quick, with or without working out.
Yep.
And
we're sold it. Yeah.
One thing my mother-in-law told me when I was pregnant was what the nurse told her after she had, I think, my husband, that it took you 9 months to grow this baby. It's going to take you over 9 months to get rid of whatever you gained.
Yep.
And that she was not thrilled about that, but I'm like, that makes total sense. How, like,
Mhm. And I want to add
makes
to that.
sense.
I
I
feel
don't
like
want to rush it. Like,
no, I feel like it also takes you 9 months just to rest, let alone get rid of any. I'm coming up to 9 months, or maybe I've lost track. November,
no,
what
7,
are we? July, 7
8,
months.
8 months.
Yeah, well, 9 months soon-ish
Yeah.
was my time. I'm it's coming anyway. So I
Round
don't
up.
feel like I've really got back into fitness or exercise or anything like that for the
No.
last 9 months. I feel like I've just been coping, like sometimes barely surviving.
I mean, it was 9
To-
months before I started back into getting into doing any kind of exercising.
Yeah. Yep. Yet we are sold or shown very different images of people running with prams at very close past birth. Ah. And then I remember reading some research and articles about running with newborn babies in prams and how damaging it can be for them and their spine and structure, and like it's not actually the best idea to run with a baby in a pram. And I don't know. I'm definitely, that's not my expertise. Please don't take my word for that at all.
And hey, there are people that,
That
run
can
with
do
their
it.
whole pregnancy too and just
Not
can
me.
jump right back into it. I am not a fan of
Maybe
running.
if you're 21, not 40. Like, because I feel so old. Like, I didn't think I would be having a baby at almost 40
Oh my
at
god.
all. Really. So, and I do feel like sometimes we don't adapt to the fact that we have aged. Our body has gone through pregnancy and growing a little person. And that means that we can't necessarily do that
The
aerobics.
best part is that my body internally rearranged itself to create and carry a human. And
just
did
say
not
that again?
necessarily like put it back the right way. So does it function the same way then as we live and speak? Hi.
Oh.
What about? No, that's hot. That's the buffalo sauce.
Oh, you're alive with that one. Yes. We picked up the chili sauce. Oh, yep. For anyone listening along at home,
Mommy, can I eat your food? Oh, bye, Daddy. No.
Night.
Anyhow, so fitness, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My baby?
No, baby's sleeping.
Why?
Like you should be.
She's
Anyhow.
tired.
Go
Yep.
I eat your food now.
ahead, eat my food. Just don't eat this one. This one's hot.
This one's hot.
This one's hot.
Why?
This one's good. Okay. Yeah, we're old now. Our whole like insides have changed
Mhm.
and like, do you even feel comfortable going
thinks
to the
that's
gym at your
hilarious.
age and stuff? Like,
And how does that work? When
Yeah.
do we have time?
oh, right. And I know one nice thing is that a lot of gyms do have childcare available, but
We don't have many.
no,
Here.
no,
No.
okay. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the wherewithal and the budget to leave the house for a gym
No, neither do I.
session. So mine's at home. But
Yep.
then this happens where I have an interruption. It was really nice when he was younger because I could use him as my weight.
Yeah.
I could wear him and then I'd be like, okay, I'm working with a 20-pound weight. This is great.
Mommy, that hot?
Yes, that's hot.
Why?
But now he actually gets to work out with me. He tries to do the workouts with me when I work out from home, which is fun.
Hmm.
But it's definitely shifted postpartum now.
And I find it hard to find the motivation to do that. Like the
Oh, yeah.
accountability is a big one for me. Oh yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. Oh yeah, I'll start that Monday. Oh yeah, I'll do that next week. Oh, I just don't have time today.
I made it a part of my routine in the mornings to do it. And I am a morning person, so that's why it works for me.
I'm not.
I wake up at 5 a.m. and I like take a breather and then I go work out and then go do the other stuff.
As soon as I start moving around the house at 5, I've literally got 2 or 3 that are up.
Some days that happens. Some days.
Like I tiptoed. I didn't put on the kettle. I didn't even open the fridge. Why?
Here.
Ah.
They just sense it, Mom. They just sense it.
Yep, it's more reliable for me at 10 p.m. I can't exactly go for a walk at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
or 5 a.m. at the moment, because again, who's here to look after them?
Yeah. It all depends. If I were to leave the house, I'd have to do it at 3 a.m. because my husband's been leaving by 5 to go out.
Mhm.
Yeah, that doesn't happen during the summer. The long work hours.
Mine's that hot.
But
If
the
you-
accountability, like, sorry.
Yeah. It's really, yep. It's very, and it takes a lot of discipline
Mommy,
Mm-hmm.
my
and
mommy,
practice. And practice.
mommy,
Yep.
that hot?
It's buffalo sauce. It's hot.
Why?
Oh.
Hey, we eat?
No.
Why? Mommy,
If you could wave a magic wand as far as your fitness and physical health went, and what the ideal would look like, what would that be?
mommy,
Hmm.
mommy,
Yeah.
what's this?
I mean, in reality, I'd love to be like 2 sizes smaller and able to run as fast as him on a bicycle now, or at least not dread waking up to go work out.
Mommy, pop it.
Yeah.
My pop it.
Here's the popper. What about you? What would be what you want from a magic wand for your fitness?
I think consistency and continuality. So for me, being able to get good at routine or get good at doing it more long-term for long-term benefit, rather than having a spurt and being like, yes, I can do this, and going so well, and then being like, yeah, flop. So I think the accountability probably comes into that. I think I would like to find someone who can check in regularly. I've probably tried to do that in the past without much success, but I feel like I've got a little bit more tools in the toolkit now it needs to be a daily check-in. And some people don't like that. Some people don't necessarily respond well to that. Or is that just my interpretation? Do I need their validation as well? Or do I just go, okay, I'm going to check in no matter what. If you don't respond, that's okay. If you don't want to do this, that's okay. I'm still trying to be accountable, because being accountable to just myself isn't working right now. It might work later, but right now there's too many other factors.
I always liked doing classes. Like that's why I like Pilates and bar and whatever else I could find with another group of people. because it gave me more motivation to go do it. If I was just going to the gym and lifting weights or doing some kind of a routine by myself or running, like I'm not into that. It doesn't excite me. And I also don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
So I find, the class is a lot more motivating and to get there.
Did you do much sport and fitness as a kid?
I did.
What did you do?
I played a little bit of everything, and like little, I played some soccer, did cheerleading, and then in like high school it was all volleyball and softball, college volleyball.
Yep.
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah, I did a lot of swimming, like training 6 times a week in the mornings, actually. So I get up at 5:30, be at the pool by 6, swim a couple of K, and then go to school for the day, and sometimes go back to training after school as well. So I did a lot of swimming, but I also tried and dipped into lots of other things like badminton and taekwondo and volleyball and tennis and hockey, and I tried lots of different things as well. So it's interesting because I was listening to a podcast I'm editing at the moment, actually, about bone health and aging and some of the physical activity that we do as youngsters, and how then trying to build those muscles and bones again later in life, going back to some of those activities that we were doing as a kid, is actually helpful for us to remember how our body's been trained or built those muscles or bones or that sort of stuff. So going back to some of those same things that we used to enjoy and used to do is actually really, really good idea.
Well, how perfect is that as parents? Now we can go ahead and do that with our kids and get ourselves back into doing those activities as well. Because right now he's trying to do like skateboarding and cycling, and I mean, I'm not good at it ever, never was, but I had a skateboard growing up. I try, like I rollerbladed and skateboarded. I can ride a scooter, and that's what we do together now is those kinds of activities. And we're playing baseball, we're hitting all kinds of balls with all kinds of body parts. I mean, how much better could it be motivating to have your child doing those activities with you, so that way you do benefit your own body too, not just their growth.
A little bit at a time. I think we need to be realistic in our aims. I do tend to be quite ambitious. Too ambitious in thinking I can do more than I can actually do. Time wise, strength wise, it is different muscles that we're using.
Thank goodness their attention span is only like 10 minutes, because it's probably the only kind of effort we can put.
But it's a different type of strength, like you said, pulling all of those things out of the truck and carrying our toddlers up the hill, and it's a different sort of strength that we're using, but it's still fitness and strength if you think about it. It's just not appreciated as such. So
you cannot play with that slime.
Oh, not slime. What time is it there? Like 9 p.m.
30 right now, and no, we are not playing with slime.
It's time to go.
So on that note, Linda and all of our friends listening, until next week,
we do hope you can unstuck your muck, slime and all.
Say bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.